Hello everybody, it's Mick from Bushcraft. I'm just trialling for the first time my newly acquired BCB Crusader Cup and Lid, and I'm using the Trangia Triangle and a pop can stove which I made a while ago. And you will have seen on a previous video where I was doing the fire steel testing, and this was the one, the mag fire, which I wasn't really using because I didn't think it was any good, but it was the striker that was at fault. So I've now attached it to this piece of lanyard and this little pouch which fits in there, and also in the pouch I have this cheap multi-tool, which is a handy little thing to have with you. But not only that, it's got this saw blade on it which has got a nice square edge on it, and it strikes really well. So that is now part of this kit. That just fits in there, and the fire steel just goes in there. So that is my new multi-tool fire steel utility pouch kit, which I now have with me. Okay, just going to prime. The reason I'm using the pop can stove is I just want to try something different with the Trangia Triangle, and you can light the stove like that and it just sits over the top. So I'm just going to let that prime. Now I've just tried the cup on the Trangia Triangle, and again, like the pattern 44, it doesn't sit very well. So I do have my little piece of bent wire which I will put on there like that. But something else I found whilst rummaging around in the rubbish was this. I've seen it on a few videos, people using them, and they are fan guards off PCs, and they just fit nicely on there like that, and then your cup can just fit on. Just something for you to think about. You may have an old PC at home, just have a look, see if it's got a fan guard on the back. Some are bigger, some are smaller. That one just fitted nicely for what I needed. So I thought, right, I'll use that. That's a little less to carry and works perfectly. That just gives you a definite stable base to sit on. Right. Now these Crusader cups have markings on the side so you know what you're putting in. So I'm going to put in half a litre just for a boil test, and that's going to be a big mug of coffee, isn't it? So much put in that. Hair out. Mine. Right. Put the lid on. It's not quite primed. I need to time this. Right, I'm just going to wait for that to prime and then I'll get back to you. Okay, we're primed now, so we'll get that on there and see how we go. I'm on a bit of a tilt there, but it's not too bad. Right, we'll just let that come to the boil and then we'll come back to you. Right, that's been going about 5 minutes now, and it's very close to a rolling boil. It's bubbling on the, starting to bubble on the bottom. I've heard mixed reports on the BCB, these plastic BCB lids. At the moment it seems to be working quite well. I know there are the other lids, the metal ones that fit snugly, and they have the little drainage holes in the rim and what have you. They look quite good, but I think they're quite pricey. Good kit but pricey. But for now this looks like the plastic one's working quite well. I've got a glove ready, because on the other video I did with the pattern 44 the handles got very hot. I didn't have a glove with me, so I brought one this time, but having said that, these handles are still cold. They're not warm at all, so that's good. So I definitely won't need the glove. I'm getting steam there now, just getting up to a rolling boil. Like I say, that's half a litre of water. That's seven minutes now, 6 or 7 minutes. I don't know where you can hear that. That's actually the, I think that's actually the pop can stove that's fizzing, but the water is starting to bubble now. So that's really good. I'm really impressed with that. Yeah, them handles are still cool to touch. I'm very happy with that, and the lid's working well. I'm assuming. Now then, is that, you see, that's where people have been complaining. The lid is starting to melt. So maybe that's a downside to these lids. I don't know whether that's me doing something wrong or no. Yeah, it's definitely just starting to melt there, so I'll have to keep my eye on that. Right, well, we're up to a boil now, so I'm going to take that lid off. Just let that cool down. It's a bit stuck to the side of the cup there. And we'll make ourselves some coffee. Yeah, we're bubbling away lovely now. And there's still, I think I overdid it on the meths. And with it being a pop can stove, I can't just put a lid on it. Take that off. And perhaps get this mug. Will it fit? There, let's put that out, so I can have myself another brew later. Yep. Right. Some instant coffee, courtesy of the Jersey lodge that we were staying in. I think I might need a bit more than that. I've brought 2 sachets just in case. Like a lot of milk. Save some for later. And kids, I'm using the spork. Oh yeah, that was good. Now I've heard that these rims can get quite hot, so be careful before you drink. So I'm going to let that cool down, and I'm going to sit and enjoy that. Okay, so initial thoughts on the BCB Crusader are excellent. I really like it. The lid, not so sure, because because it is melting there. Still usable, but I'll have to keep my eye on that. Maybe one day I'll be able to afford the metal lid, but for what I paid for it, I'm not complaining. Right, I'm going to sit and have my brew, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Just a little add-on to the BCB Crusader Cup initial test video. What I do like about the lid, plastic lid, is the little cutout there, which means you can keep your drink of choice warm, but still sip your tea, coffee, chocolate, hot chocolate through the end there once the rim's cooled down. So I do like that side of it, so I just wanted to add that on at the end. Okay, cheers. This is another add-on to the add-on to the BCB Crusader Cup initial test video. I'm going on about the lid again. I'm beginning to wonder now, and I may be stating the obvious here, somebody may have already mentioned it, but this lid, with it sort of melting there, I don't think that this lid is meant for initially boiling the water to reduce the boil time. The metal lid that you can get, yeah, this one, because it's got the cutout to drink through, and it's got the little hole at the other end, so that, like when you're drinking, the air's going in that end while you're drinking out of that end. A bit like when you do the carnation cream, pop a hole at either side. If it was just for reducing the boil time, you wouldn't have the hole there and you wouldn't have the hole there. So I think this lid is literally just for putting on your cup afterwards to keep your drink warm for longer and allowing you to drink a bit like a coffee cup you get from these coffee shops. So maybe that's what I'll start doing. I'll just put a piece of tin foil over the top, or make another lid like I did with the Pan 44, and then just use that lid for drinking afterwards and keeping the brew warm, because otherwise it's going to end up melting more and then just getting beyond use. It's just going to damage it beyond all repair. So that's my take on the BCB plastic lid. I think it's just for keeping your brew warm. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. See you on the next video.